Alright, so you guys each came up with a confidence interval based off of your sample. And I think there's maybe one or two that were similar or close, but they're for the most part all different, right? Now, this is when I need someone with an iPhone. Who's got an iPhone? Get it out.
What, is Samsung not good enough?
Well, it's just fun to ask Siri. What do you say? Hey Google. It's not as cool. It's Hey Siri.
Oh.
Wow, you saved it from Google?
No.
I would
Actually,
never,
I
I don't
think my phone
even.
went off when I said hey. Whoa.
You have an iPhone. There you go.
My phone, when I said hey Siri, it responded.
Why do you need someone else's Apple phone when you have one right there?
I don't. Mine's a Google, but it responded when I said hey Siri. It said, I'm flattered to be mistaken for Siri. Okay, whatever.
I know, they all changed it so they're friends with each other, and I'm like, that's trash.
Okay, so guys, here's the thing. What is the actual proportion that are yellow?
See,
That's what we're going to ask.
we're all pretty.
What proportion of yellow M&Ms? That's not what I want to ask.
What proportion
Okay.
of yellow M&Ms are yellow?
What proportion of M&Ms are yellow?
What proportion of yellow M&Ms are yellow?
Okay, the answer was 14. Thank you. Alright, so what that means is if I were to look at this, 14%, 0.14 is about here. I'm going to say this one card.
Jeez.
How
Oh, it's
many
a
of our
squeaky
confidence
marker.
intervals captured the true population proportion? Mine did. Eleanor's did. Mindy.
I'm sorry.
Yep. Isaac's didn't. This one I think Emily didn't have 15 in it, or 14 in it. So it was really close, and we did. Skylar's didn't. Emma's didn't. This one did, this one didn't, this one did, this one did. Okay.
Shame on you, Mindy.
So now,
Excuse me?
assuming we did our math right, because granted that can make a difference, if this was a 95% confidence interval, we would expect that if we did this 100 times, how many of them would not capture?
5%.
5%.
No,
Well, we already have
it's
1,
not
2,
even
3,
five.
4, 5 already. So that means the rest, the others, 80 or so would be good, right? Now, we could argue about like maybe this wasn't the best sampling method because I just used a bag and kind of gave it to you guys, but whatever. But the idea is, this is how you do a confidence interval. And then your confidence interval, in the long run, it's going to be 95% of them are going to capture that true proportion. And so for most of us, it worked, right? Even though we had different samples.
You should have counted the
That's
whole
how you
bag.
do confidence intervals, right?
Well, if we add up all of our math together, then we basically
We could,
have
but that would take too long. Okay, so guys, here's what you're going to do now, is I need you to get out this one right here. It says confidence intervals and margin of error. There's just 4 questions on here. And I want you to spend 10 minutes trying to work on it. The first 2 are pretty darn easy.
Jealous my paper.
And then it has one that deals with proportions, like what we did with the M&Ms. And then it has ones that deal with Disneyland, which was like the one we did with height. So, you are going to spend the next 10 minutes trying to work through that, and then I'll come around and help you.